It's no secret that organic modern has taken over in the design world over the past 3 years. But the question that I'm asking today, is it finally out? And is it time to look at other new trends that are coming out? Now, when decor trends become popular, they become popular for a reason, and that's because they're extremely beautiful. However, in order to appeal to this mass broad audience, a lot of cheaply made goods begin to enter into the market, then causing the decor trend to kind of become a little bit tacky if you don't know the mistakes to avoid. Now, if you've already spent thousands of dollars investing in organic modern furniture, this video is not intended to make you panic. This video is meant to guide you into the right direction so that you don't make those rookie mistakes when you're buying into the organic modern trend. Now, if you're already subscribed, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to Shoke House. My name is Andrew, and here is where we discuss all things interior design and home decor. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned for the rest of the video because there will be plenty more where that came from. I also want to thank all of you who have subscribed. I know last time since I've announced becoming a father, I had this goal by the end of the year to hit 10,000 subscribers, and you guys have basically got me there. I don't know if I'll be at 10,000 by the time I upload this video, but we're damn near close anyway, and I do think that that's worth celebrating, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because that means a lot to me. So honestly, it makes me a little bit nervous. I hope that I don't disappoint. And if you're enjoying this video, I know it's silly to ask, but please hit the like button. It really helps boost my video into the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube gods will see it and push me out further. And also, you don't have to do it now, but if in the video you're finding this content helpful, please throw me a subscribe. Now, I'm going to get into 3 do's and 3 don'ts that you should do when decorating with organic modern in order to avoid your home looking like a time capsule stuck in 2023. Now, don't number 1 is avoiding those really unnecessary home decor items that are being sold at your Targets, your Walmarts, your Amazon, your Hobby Lobbies, whatever the case is. I'm not saying anything from here is unnecessary, but I'm talking about those, like, you'll see like matchsticks, or you'll see like, those little candle cutters that are usually in like a brass material. And I guess it's cute, I guess it's beautiful, but it's not something that you really are going to need too often and ends up just taking space. Now, of course, not all decor needs to be necessary and totally functional. Sometimes the function is just that it looks beautiful and it's nice to look at. However, you need to ask yourself why you're actually buying these trends in the first place. Is it just because you saw a little mood board on Pinterest and you want to have it in your home? Or is it because it's actually something that you enjoy looking at? Now, these are items that I promise you'll be selling at a garage sale within the next couple of years. Especially those beaded, like little, those like little beads that they sell. It's like a rope that's made out of like these wooden beads. I don't even want to tell you what that reminds me of, to be honest with you, but that's not something you should have around your home. Like a lot of times you'll see it on top of a book, or on top of a little stack of books, and it just looks so unnecessary, and it makes me wonder, like, what is that even used for? Like, I guess the candle tweezers like has some kind of functionality, but the beads like really has zero functionality or purpose. It kind of has like the same functionality as wind chimes. Like, nobody knows what wind chimes are really for. I mean, before they were used because people didn't really have doorbells, so you could just bang shit out of the wind chimes. But now it's like, everyone has like a Ring doorbell camera, so there's really no need to have wind chimes. But these beads, the only reason I could think of why you'd need these beads have nothing to do with home decor. And that is totally unnecessary, and I suggest having it off of any vignette that you do because it really will make your home look like a time capsule. Now let's talk about what organic modern is at the core. And organic modern is really just admiring the imperfections in nature, having organic materials in your home, such as beautiful wood, stones, and textures through nice fabric. Organic modern also really embodies organic shapes as well, so that's why you'll see a lot of organic modern furniture have curves, soft edges, not so many sharp edges, something like you'd see in a mid-century model. Now, the first do is to really invest into the actual organic materials that we're discussing, and that's going to be stone, wood, brass, real metals, real fabrics, real linens. And that's what I love most about organic modern, is it finally brought quality back into the home decor space. And because so many retailers are fighting and competing for your business, a lot of them now are being forced to actually bring in quality pieces at an approachable price. So I do think that this year is one of the best years ever that you can actually buy furniture from a retailer. Things to really invest in is going to be textures, your jute rugs, your knotted rugs, your knotted throw blankets. I don't know, I think that was my cat in the back. I don't know, I'll rewind it if but she was going so fast. But anyways, kind of distracted me. Having a marble tray for your keys to go into. Having a nice clay or stone vase. There's so many beautiful textures that you get to take advantage of when you're investing into the organic modern style, which I'm really in love with. The next don't buy the organic modern book starter pack, which is like the Architectural Digest Century 100 or the Call It Home this or Decorate Home that or whatever. Don't be so basic. Don't have the same books that everyone has in their home, like you didn't put any thought or effort in. Actually get books that you read, or maybe just different books in general. I'm not gonna really tell you like to buy books that you actually read, because I don't really read, so it doesn't really make sense for me to tell you to buy books that you read, because then I'd be a hypocrite. But at least act like you maybe read those books, because like, why are you gonna have books based on home decor? You know what? Everyone can appreciate art. Have a really nice, beautiful art book. Book with a bunch of paintings and art and stuff like that. And that way something people can actually flip through when they're at your home. Or maybe don't have books at all. Maybe have a little gaming set, a little chess set. I've seen that. That looks pretty cool. So, there's plenty of ways you can get creative without screaming to the world that you are basic. This also goes for designer books. Do not go for any kind of Tom Ford or Coco Chanel or Louis Vuitton, because I promise you it's not cool. I promise you it's actually really basic. And it's just kind of like, you think it's making your home look more expensive, but it's actually doing the opposite. It's making you look cheap. It's making you look tacky. It's making you look like really brand heavy, and it shows that there was no effort being put into the space, which is really what an expensive home looks like. Is it's something thoughtful and curated. I've never seen an Architectural Digest a Tom Ford booklet being styled, or maybe there was at one point, maybe that's why it became popular. But anyways, in the past 3 years I have it, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recommend that you actually decorate with any of these. Where to go instead? Where do you get your books instead? Go to vintage stores. I went to one of the Goodwill stores, and they had like all the books. They were $1 each, and they had the covers on them. But a little life hack that I do is I just take the covers off, and you get this really cool like neutral book with some wording on the sides. And just be careful what the wording is. Like, it could be like, I just realized the other day that I have a cookbook on my coffee table, but I left it anyway because I think it looks cool. But it did make me look kind of stupid, because I'm like, why do I need a brownie recipe while I'm watching TV? But hey, whatever. So we all make mistakes, including myself. So maybe read the titles before you put them there. But at least it does look pretty cool. You get these like vintage look in your space, and it kind of adds that character that you'll be really needing for if you're buying everything retail. Or maybe go to Barnes and Nobles and actually buy books that you really like, not stuff. I think it's kind of try-hardy. Like, think about it too. It's kind of like you're try-harding. Like, I don't know if do they still use that term, try hard? I know when I was growing up, try hard was like a huge term. But anyways, it just comes off as really try hardy when you have, your home is all decorated. And then you have home decor booklets on your coffee table. It just seems like you're kind of being like a fan of home decor rather than being like an actual person that's living in a pretty home that you've assembled and curated together yourself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I gotta take a picture of this. My dog is like, she just flipped over and she's just sitting in the cutest position, and it just really distracted me. I'm so sorry, but these dogs, if you don't know, drive me absolutely crazy when I'm making videos. They either snore, or they tic-tac on the floor with their nails, or they just do really cute stuff like she's doing right now. Now, before I get into do number 3, if you're getting value from this content, please hit the subscribe button. It truly means a lot to me, and there will be plenty more where that came from. You see, this video is all about helping you improve your space so that you can make big and beautiful choices in your home that reflect you, and I really do help you get there. So if you're stuck with your home decor, or you just want to overall improve your game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I look forward to making much more helpful content for you. Help me get to my new goal this year of 15,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can hit. I know it may be a lot to ask for, but I'm pretty ambitious and I want to reach my goals. So if you want to help me get there, that means a lot to me. Now, without any further interruption, let's get into the next do, which is going for handmade or artisan craft pieces in your home instead of overcrowding your home with a bunch of crap from Hobby Lobby and Target and Walmart. I'm not saying there isn't a time and a place for those things, but instead of having a bunch of random things, have 1 or 2 beautiful things that are handmade and with care and actually have a story. Maybe you were traveling on a weekend trip to San Diego and you found this little artisan on the beach making their own handmade clay set. You can actually buy that and decorate that in your home, and that way, I promise you it'll grab people's attention more. And the stuff in your home is going to be one of one. Now also, I know I just kind of talked smack about Hobby Lobby, but they have their own pottery sets that you can actually buy. I've actually made a video of this before as well, but yeah, they have some really great sales on this stuff. Every other week they run a 50% off sale. I don't know if I'm supposed to be sharing this with you, but hey, if it's not on sale, go the next week and they'll be 50% off. I promise you, when you start investing into this look, then you'll start to have a taste for something a little bit more unique, and then you'll probably start going for like more vintage finds and thrifted stuff. But this is a great place to start and to buy into the trend at an affordable price. So not sponsored, but Hobby Lobby is a pretty good place to buy. Also, little bonus tip, avoid buying stuff that's overly small and overly tiny. I know the small price tag can be very appealing, but spend a little bit more, as I've said in other videos. Instead of buying small decor items, buy larger pots. So I'd rather spend $50 on one pot than, having a bunch of $5 and $10 vases that really just ruin the visual look of the home. Now, don't number 3 is a really important one. Don't fall into the trap of being only in neutrals. I've seen so many times people have their home styled as an organic modern home, but the entire thing is like a cream dream or just totally beige. You don't have to follow the assignment too much, right? You want to have a little bit of room for creativity here. Have some pattern, have some additional color. You want to have some richness, some variation in color, variation in tones, variation in shades. I actually styled a home earlier this year. It was a cream and burgundy marble end table, and it was absolutely so gorgeous. And I believe I have the link for it, so I'll plug it down below if you're interested in it. This is the key to having a beautiful space that's timeless. You don't have to just be imprisoned by the trend and just having to follow it 100%. So that way, even if the trend passes by, at least you still added your own personality to it, stepped outside the box. Now, if you've watched this far in the video, first of all, thank you so much. And if you have, let me know by commenting the word style. If you comment the word style, then I'll know that you watched this far in the video and you'll be getting a special thank you from me. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.